First of all, I would like to say my thanks to the TEDxNYU committee for inviting me to speak here. It's really an honor to be with you here today. During my 22 years of tenure here at NYU, I've been teaching 28 different courses in film and television production and screenwriting. But I guess I became a kind of a modern maverick in academics when in 2009 the department Open Arts had the foresight to accept an unusual course that I developed, and that was called cell phone cinema. And it's been gaining popularity. Now our cinema studies department also adopted it, so I'm teaching it in 2 departments. One unique element of this course is that our students show their mobile Bollywood music videos in regular theaters as part of the New York Indian Film Festival. And they're winning awards. So at the end of screenings, actors, producers, members of the audience, they come up to us and they ask that, oh, wait a second, that was shot on the phone, on the big screen? How is that possible? Well, today, we cannot live without cell phones. So this upsurge of interest in cell phone cinema, in mobile filmmaking, is not a surprise because we simply cannot live without our cell phones. Am I correct? I mean, they run our lives. They are in charge of our schedules, of contacts. They are our butlers. They are our confidants. Let me ask a question. Please raise your hand if you do not have a cell phone. Whoa, that's everybody. Second question. Raise your hand only if you never, ever took a picture with your cell phone. Wow. That means that everybody who is sitting in this room, all you have a phone camera in your pocket. So how did this happen? How a camera got to attach to the phone in the first place? Well, it was actually, camera phone was born at the same time when this baby was born. Philip Kahn, the inventor, was sitting outside in the waiting room while his wife had labor. And just to spend the time in a useful manner, he came across an idea. What if he would solder a small digital camera to his phone? That's what he did. And then he took a picture of the baby and then sent the link to this photograph to over 2,000 people, friends, colleagues, everybody. And that's how the camera phone was born. 10 years later, little Sophie took a picture of Dad with a much better phone, as you can see. But by that time, Philip Kahn, Daddy, moved on to a new frontier. He sold his original company for over $300 million. And then he just moved on to research the new frontier, which is wearable computers. These are smartwatches and Google Glass, and I see somebody in the audience wearing a Google Glass. Am I correct? Yes. What do they mean? All these wearable computers basically bring in and integrate computers and the internet for us as a sensory experience, basically create what we call augmented reality. Now, all wearable computers actually conform to the theories of the great theoretician of communication, Marshall McLuhan, who already in the 60s predicted that this will happen. His thesis, you know, the medium is the message, but his idea was that all media technologies are actually extensions of human senses. Radio of hearing, film and television of our eyesight, and computers are our central nervous system, and if those are all connected, they lead to our collective consciousness, and that's the internet, and he predicted the internet way before, already in the 60s. But back to developments in cell phone photography. It went through a huge development only in a decade. In the beginning, it started with very low, like 1.2, 2 megapixel phone cameras, and then they approximated the level of maybe VHS recorders. And then, as analog video turned into digital video, then they caught up to the level of, let's say, mini DV level recordings. Both VHS and mini DV are all but dead by now, because we are in the period of high definition. And I want to show you a recording of my stuff at the Cannes Film Festival on the Carlton Terrace that was done with a 12 megapixel Samsung phone camera with interchangeable lenses. And interchangeable lenses come in two kinds. One is that a whole series of lenses that you carry in a pouch, or they are combined in one snap-on lens that would include all four lenses. Another development that happened was that apps came in, applications. I'm sure all of you know. And with the touchscreen phones, there are lots of applications. In fact, on the iPhone platform, we have 1 million applications now. On the Android phone platform, we have another million. And hundreds of these are actually targeted at photography. They turn your cell phone camera into a professional photo studio that includes everything from the past: darkroom, photo finishing, image manipulation, anything you want. That's all on the apps. Now, how do you decide what apps to put on your phone? Well, shopping around. One, please read the specifications called specs very carefully. And also, please read the user's reviews and shop around, because there are hundreds of millions out there. So video recording did not weigh too much behind photography. As early as in year 2000, the J phone came out, and that was the one that was recording at VHS level, and then later models then moved on to the HD level. And here is the short HD recording that I want to show you. This is the type of phone that I want to use in my course at NYU, okay? This is HD with interchangeable lenses.
Excellent. You say hi.
Yeah, hi.
Annie.
Incredible.
Wow. Wow. So I'm writing the book, and this will be part of it. Please take a look at details of the face, and also at the beard, and the flowers in the background, the details. And now you understand that any HD level smartphone recording, especially with interchangeable lenses, they are suitable to be projected on large screens. Am I correct? You just saw them. But these can be projected in theater. So that's a major development. And just like in photography, in video recording, all kinds of new devices developed and come in. like this one, which is the Gorilla Pod, which, as you can see, that can be even wrapped around pipes and all that. So it's a really excellent supporting device for a cell phone. And this one is fantastic. This is the little sister of the Steadicam done by the same people, called Smoothie. So that means that it provides very smooth camera movement, very professional. Interchangeable lenses, this one happens to be a telephoto lens. And professional level audio. Look at the shotgun microphone. It's equipped with that. And look at this cute table dolly. And wow, this is mind-boggling. This is the new craze now. Quadcopter drones with cameras flying around, and you can monitor and remote control it on your cell phone. Amazing. This is a new development, an iPad equipped completely with lights, professional shotgun mic, interchangeable lenses. This is perfect for news gathering, and many TV stations are starting to adopt that. It's called Petcaster. Speaking of that, tablets, because iPad is a tablet, look at this. We have the smartphone on one end, we have the tablet on the other end, but the middle is becoming very, very popular. It's called a phablet. And the sizes are, phablets are from somewhere 5 inches screen to about 7. From 7 to 9 and 10, it's tablet. Now, speaking of tablets, I grabbed one when it came out in 3D. And I started to shoot, I was among the very first ones to shoot a documentary in 3D on tablet that I will post when I'm finished, it's still a work in progress, on YouTube's 3D channel. You can go there and watch now movies in 3D there. So 3D is not going away. In 2007, I introduced cell phone cinema in India at the Asian Academy of Film and Television together with Executive Director Sandeep Marwa. And it was very well received. We got a reception, a warm reception in 30 different newspapers, 12 TV channels, and they really liked the arrival of cell phone cinema. The way I did that I actually wrote and directed 3 short films, narrative short films, in co-production with them. Half of them were shot in India, half in New York. And after that, each year, we've had a cell phone festival in India. We are in the 7th year right now. And this is how they started. We put the garland around Ganesh. But I want to share with you a really charming moment. One of the award celebration highlights with a little dance that was also shot on the cell phone. During the years there at the famous PhD Chamber House, I delivered lectures. But back in 2007, in my seminal lecture, I tried to come up with a definition of the theory of cell phone cinema. And I borrowed the theory from Alexandre Estru, who in 1948 wrote an essay about camera stylo, that is camera pen. And that actually started the French New Wave. That was a game changer in the history of film. So what he said there that was that the person who holds the pen is the real author of the film. And that one, in his opinion, is the director. So I took his theory and I said, wait a second. Well, we have cell phones like a pen in our pockets. So the real camera pen is actually the cell phone. It led to a little bit of a controversy because a lot of professionals were afraid that what does that mean? That means that now practically anybody can become a film director? Yes, you bet. Well, what's wrong with that? What I love about cell phone cinema is that I, as an educator, I can teach the entire filmmaking process with cell phone. Because a cell phone is like Hollywood in your pocket. It's full. It's from screenwriting through shooting. There's software to edit on the phone. Then you can distribute it. So the entire filmmaking process can be taught. And is that a problem? No. If we would ask a writer of novels, are you upset that somebody is spreading literacy? We say, no, no way, I get more readers. Well, it's the same thing. In film and television, it's a language. And by spreading audiovisual literacy, we educate and widen a better audience. Is that bad for the professionals? No way. After India in 2011, I teamed up with Araya Pictures and I started the first specifically cell phone cinema festival of Australia in Sydney. And currently, I have invitations from Colombia, Dominican Republic. I just got one yesterday from El Salvador. They invite me to introduce workshops and their first national film festivals. However, the professionals have something correct. There is an area where professional and user-generated content are blurred. And that's in what we call citizen journalism. And what happened, a real good example, happened in 2009 in Iran. Actually, the protest in Iran was dubbed as the first cell phone revolution in the world. And professional crews were banned, and the only way any professional broadcasting facility could get any images, there were cell phones. I would like to share with you a very famous but a pretty shocking video. A warning, the following cell phone recording is quite graphic and not suitable for children. If you do not want to watch it, please close your eyes for the next 40 seconds because this will show the murder of Nida Afghan Sultan, who became the martyr and the symbol of the entire cell phone revolution. So take a deep breath because this is pretty heavy cell phone recording. I cannot tell you the huge impact of this video had all around the world and also in Iran for the revolution. Interestingly enough, that Nokia Siemens that sold all the cell phones for the revolutionaries also had to deal with the Iranian government because they requested that they would double up the monitoring devices in their monitoring center, double it to what's required by law to every single cell phone server. It's called lawful interception. And lawful interception is all around the world, and this is pretty much the same as our own NSA have been using to protect us from criminals and from terrorism and as you know, a little bit beyond. And this is a very interesting parallel. So what does this mean? The conclusion is that basically these monitoring centers revealed that we no longer have traditional privacy. That's gone. Okay? It's a whole different world. Today, when you use your cell phones, you should know that this is not 100% private. In fact, those central computers that watch us, they work on certain algorithms that would zero in on certain keywords to select out which conversations to monitor. And originally in Iran, they had 250,000. At one time, they wanted to double it to 500,000, but that didn't happen. So we're losing privacy, traditional privacy, but we might be gaining something else. By being connected to one another through cell phones and mobile internet, again, the great genius of Marshall McLuhan comes back, who said that we are all connected now in a new community called the global village. And we are literally all connected. So what is it to gain as we lose some of the privacy? I want to share with you another pretty shocking story. Again, a warning, this short video segment may be disturbing. Please close your eyes if you do not wish to see it. This is about a beautiful old lady, an innocent grandmother who worked as a bus monitor, and vicious kids took a cell phone about harassing, bullying, and torturing her, and that they put it on the internet to brag about it. I'm not showing the whole thing, just a little segment. And look at it.
Fucking jiggled. Wesley, why would you touch her?
It goes on, and it's pretty shocking. What happened, as they put it on internet, a global outrage ensued. Someone came up with an idea to put on a internet site to do crowdfunding, to collect $5,000 for her, to send her away on vacation, to make her forget this terrible experience. Now hang on to your seats. $700,000 came in from all over the world. She was able to retire, and guess what? She started an anti-bullying foundation. So, what happened here is that we are into an age of new humanity. We are all together. We have a lot to gain. We gain a new human community. So, finally, I would like to ask you to please take out your cell phones, take a selfie of yourself with a smiling face, okay? Let's follow the examples of our stars at the Oscars, and also President Obama, because the selfies became very popular, right? So take a selfie of yourself, please, with your smile. Spread your smiling face around the globe to make this a better planet, a happier planet. Welcome to Cell Phone Cinema. Thank you.